So what a crazy week we've had. I was like, since the last episode that we put on there, has
that was exciting.
My goodness. So it's like I get a notification from Facebook, because that's where it first came up, saying they flagged me for copyright.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting.
So if you go back and you listen to it, like on Facebook, I believe it's only on Facebook. If you listen to it on Facebook, the areas in which I have music or some dialogue that I've recorded off of
other sites,
off of other sites, they muted it. So you got this like big block of silence.
It's a few seconds here and there, but it feels like minutes.
It does.
It's obnoxious.
It's like, I think they total it to be 58 seconds. So, but I don't think it's on Podbean, it's happened, or YouTube. I thought for sure YouTube would catch me.
Well, YouTube though, they're really pretty good about it, usually with you.
With me they are, yeah.
Well, if you put on there who it belongs to.
Right, and I did exactly that. Facebook didn't care.
No. They don't trust you.
No. Facebook's kind of screwy though.
I'm telling you, we need to quit using clips. And we need to just have Olivia or one of her friends that are musical just sing it for us.
Okay. Could you do the Billy Goat song, Be Prepared, from Hoodwinked, please, Olivia? Be prepared, be prepared.
I still want to do the Moving Right Along.
Oh, yeah. I totally do. Hey,
but
you know...
some fancy free.
Hey, you guys know the Muppet song from the Muppet movie, Moving Right Along? Let us know if that sounds like a good theme song for our
We'd play
podcast.
It for you, but it'd probably get muted.
Yeah, it just get muted. So don't wait. Just go to YouTube, find it, Moving Right Along. That's why we do that in the podcast.
We do that all the time. We'll say Moving Right Along.
Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Sandy, and we're two tenderfoot tourists. Welcome to episode 76, the one about 4 ways to get free hotel stays. You know, all of these years, the only reason we've been able to go on our trips is your job.
That's true.
Because of your job, you've stayed at a lot of hotels. Yeah. And because of you staying at all these hotels, you discovered points programs.
That's right. In fact, when I first started working for the company I'm currently working for, the guy who was training me, he goes, one of the things you need to do is you need to pick a rewards program, the best one you think works for you, and you need to stick to it. I'm like, oh, whatever. I wish I would have listened to him right off the bat.
Yeah, we could have benefited a lot sooner, man.
No joke, because I was like a shotgun. I was like, I got a rewards program from here and rewards program from there, and I was all over the board.
But it is such a benefit once you figure out the one that's going to benefit you most. It is amazing.
Well, and one of the things we're going to discuss in this particular episode is basically how do you narrow down what program is best for you?
Right, because they're all different. I mean, because you talk about how some are easier to earn. Mm-hmm. Some are very limited on what they charge you point-wise on hotels. Some will charge you varying from very low to very high. It's just really incredible how different they can be.
Also, location plays a factor.
Location.
And we're going to discuss all that in this episode. In fact, just to cover our bases, we're not going to be talking about frequent flyers or cruise points, just strictly hotel.
I think that needs to be narrowed down. There's way too much information for one episode.
Exactly. And you know what? full disclosure, I have not dealt with cruise points, nor have I dealt with frequent flyers. However, some of the programs that are involved with some of the hotels actually provide you with frequent flyer points, depending on if you get a credit card that is dedicated to that particular rewards program.
I
know. But we're going to get into it. And the other thing is, they need to realize that there are, just like we said before when we first opened up this episode, is that there's many factors that come into play when choosing a hotel loyalty program.
Yep.
And I broke them down to 4. So we're going to go into that today, and in order to make things easier on everyone, I broke them down to 2 hotel programs.
Okay.
And the reason why I picked these 2 is because those are the ones that I primarily go to because I'm all about getting the points.
Right. You're very focused.
And if anybody wants to dive in deeper into what rewards program outside of this particular episode, you can go to the Points Guy
at thepointsguy.com.
There you go. The two programs I'm going to be looking at is Choice Hotels International.
And Wyndham.
So let's go into it.
Okay, number 1, does the program have properties in the cities you wish to visit most? You know, you and I have actually changed our destination because of not having a hotel that we can use points at.
I agree. And it does make some of your travel difficult because of the fact that if you're having to travel, you're driving a great distance, and you have hotel points that are dedicated to that, and you want to shut down and stay overnight at a certain place and they don't have a hotel, you may have to drive further or shut down sooner than you want to.
Right. Or like what we ran into, we were, almost a year ago, Kyle and Alyssa got married. And we were trying to plan a place to send them for their honeymoon because we wanted to help them out. And we were going to use points for a hotel. Well, they wanted to be near the beach.
Yeah.
We, at first, were really zeroing in on, was Key West. And then we also were looking at St. Augustine.
Yep.
And we were really into the idea of St. Augustine.
Yeah.
But they didn't have a hotel on the beach.
Yeah, and I was also running short on points, too.
Yes, it was a higher point hotel.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it does factor in location.
It really does. So what else is a part of the number 1 is what sort of amenities are you looking for in a particular hotel or location?
Thank you for reading that and not having me try to say that word. I can never say that word.
Amenities?
Never.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, luxury economical. What kind of standard are you looking for in a hotel?
Right, because like for us, we have always said all we cared about was safe and clean.
And that should be true no matter what.
Yes.
Because
that's the same thing with toilets.
I enjoy
Kitchens,
yes.
Restaurants.
So many gas stations. There is a lot of places to stay with Choice Hotel International. That's a rewards program, and they have a bunch of hotels like Cambry, Comfort Inn and Suites, Sleep Inn, which we are familiar with Sleep Inn.
We are.
As a couple, that is.
Then there's Mainstay Suites, Quality Inn Suites, Clarion, Econo Lodge, Roadway, and Suburban Extended.
Those are all really good hotels, but then you have the upscale version of the Choice Hotels program.
Uptown Girl.
Which is the Ascend collection. It consists of like condos.
Okay, so like what we stayed at in Paradise Point.
Yes.
And
those
also
are condos.
Myrtle and all that.
Right. Myrtle Beach, there was kind of like the sea glass towers in Myrtle Beach.
That's a cool place.
Paradise Point and Hollister, Branson.
Yes, love it there.
Basically, they are people that own these particular places, then they're time shared in, and you can use your points towards a stay there. In fact, that if you do decide to use points through Choice Hotels for the Ascend Hotel Collection, it's a possibility that you will be hit up for a timeshare. Just an FYI. It's not a big deal. You can just decline it and we had that happen to us in Myrtle Beach.
They were awesome about it though. They were so nice. I really liked them a lot.
Yeah.
Ascend Hotel Collection by Choice Hotels are one-of-a-kind upscale boutique hotels in urban and resort locales.
There it is. And usually they also have like the Ascend and then the Blue Green resorts and stuff like that. You can find they're really, really super, super nice, great locations.
Right. And again, you don't have to participate in a timeshare, but what it is when they're not using their timeshare, it's basically being rented out to you with your points.
Correct. I mean, you can rent them out with your points or you can actually use cash. It's either or.
But we're talking about points. So.
We are using points, yes. Now, then you have something called Wyndham. That's the other rewards program that I do participate in. Not nearly as much as Choice.
Right. We have American, Baymont Inn and Suites, Days Inn, Howard Johnson. Hey, know that one. It's been around a while.
That's been around a while.
Is that Microtel, Ramada, Super 8 Travelodge, Wyndham Garden Hotels. Oh, yeah, we went to one in Fort Walton, Florida, and Okaloosa Island. And then Hawthorne Suites and Wingate by Wyndham.
Wyndham has also their upscale, just like the Choice Hotels. They also have their upscale, like Dulce, Dolce, D-O-L-C-E. Can you read that quote from their website?
From Napa Valley to the French countryside of Chantilly, our awe-inspiring locations provide imaginative environments for guests to connect, create, and discover. State-of-the-art meeting spaces with advanced technology paired with our sophisticated food and beverage program offer an ideal combination for stimulating creativity. Award-winning golf courses, rejuvenating spas, and close proximity to the world's most famous wineries draw guests for meetings, celebrations, and memory-making getaways. Are we switching to Wyndham?
No.
Because all I know is I just saw spas in close proximity to world famous wineries.
Yeah, I know. See? Yeah.
I mean,
I'm starting to think it's like, you know what? Wyndham has some things that I'd like, that are offering that really appeal to me.
And I liked reading the word Chantilly.
Chantilly. So those are the two programs. We had the Choice Hotels International, and then we had the Wyndham.
Right.
That was number one. And number one is, does the program have properties in the cities you wish to visit most? What sort of amenities are you looking for? And is it luxury or
economical?
Right. Number two, how quickly can you earn rewards, such as co-branding credit cards, which we discussed at the beginning of the program, and points earning promotions? Those are the things you kind of have to look at, because
I don't remember discussing co-branding credit cards.
Well, I briefly mentioned them. Like we have a Choice Hotels credit card.
Right.
We also have a Wyndham.
Oh, that's co-branding.
That's code branding. Yeah, that's co-branding. It's not code branding.
It's not a code.
I know. Co-branding. But those are kind of nice to have just because of the fact that you earn points better if you use that card in order to reserve rooms. Now, if I can still earn points if I put gas in my car, I get groceries, things like that. Now, earning points, like earning programs, for instance, Choice Hotels, one of the reasons why I chose the Choice Hotels rewards program is because of the fact that you can earn and accumulate points really, really fast. And they always have, and the higher you go up in the different levels of the...
yeah, there's tiers.
There's tiers, yes. For so many nights you stay or for however much you spend per month or per year, you go another tier up, and then more and more benefits, which we're going to discuss later on as one of the points, is you can actually accumulate better points and more points for everything that you do. Like right now I'm a Diamond member with Choice Hotels, and if I go to a hotel and I stay there because I'm a Diamond member, which is the top.
You earn more points faster than the person that's lower, right? Right,
exactly. I go in, I'm immediately rewarded another 200 points just for going in there and staying at one of their hotels. 200 points extra. And then they have like these several months in a row. If you book a room like for 3 nights in a row or 2 nights in a row, you automatically get a free night stay, which can earn you anywhere between like 2,000 to 3,000 points right there.
Right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I was thinking you said that with Choice you also have a lot more ways you can spend your points.
That was the other benefit of Choice, but that also comes into another point that we're going to make later on.
Then I won't bring it up.
No, I'm glad you did, because that gives people something to look forward to. Now, Wyndham. Wyndham takes a little longer. Basically, for every dollar spent, this is just like Choice. For every dollar spent, you earn, for every dollar spent, it's 10 points. So and if I spend $70, it's 700 points.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So yeah, you can look into the details and you can kind of look at what kind of promotions. Now, Choice Hotels, they're running a promotion all the time. Choice it's crazy.
You've had like triple points before. Yeah. It's been pretty cool.
So, they're really good about promoting those things. They really, really are. Right now they have something on there where you spin a wheel and it tells you what kind of rewards you've gotten for extra points for that.
For spinning the wheel?
For spinning the wheel.
So next time you spin and tell me and I'll sit there and go, 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 go.
Yeah. But, so that is number 2. How quickly can you earn your points, and how many different ways do they provide a customer in order to earn these points? Because some hotels are very limited.
Yeah, when they're really limited, it makes it very hard. That's why you got to pick and choose what's going to fit you.
It really is. And one of the reasons why, some of the hotels didn't appeal to me is because, one, they're very spread out.
Right.
And I drive in a very select area.
Yeah, you hit a lot of Choice Hotels.
And, they're everywhere. And so does Wyndham. Mm-hmm. They're one on every street corner. I mean, you heard the list that we read off. There's a lot of them. So how quickly can you earn rewards points? That's number 2.
And now we have, how valuable are those rewards? How many points does it require to earn a free night?
Basically, how versatile are your points?
Which was what I kind of brought up a while ago, and you said we will get to that.
Exactly.
How can you use them?
What is the determining factor? What makes these points valuable? How versatile are they?
A way that it helped us a lot, that there were choices in ways to use it, because you can use it for fuel cards, shopping, restaurants, etc. Well, Thanksgiving, what did we do? We went with our family and our son's in-laws, our best friends, and we went down to Alabama.
Right.
Well, they wanted to get a condo big enough for all of us. And there was 10 of us?
Yeah.
That's a lot. And they're all adults.
Right.
We're all adults, so we take up a lot of space. And we unfortunately could not find one that was with one of our rewards programs. But we all shared the cost of the condo. And then our good friend, he rented the van.
And you know what's so funny? He used his points.
He did from his credit card, correct?
From his credit card. I think it was American Express is what it was.
And he got his car, he got the van rental.
Right.
We used our points and we paid for the fuel.
That's right. Yeah.
And it worked out so well.
Yeah, we had fuel and Walmart gift cards.
Yep.
Through the Choice Hotel.
It was fun to be able to do that, and we weren't out a bunch of money. It was fine.
Yeah, exactly. So to compare to that I currently am accumulating points on, Choice provides you in app, you can actually have digital gift cards, which is really kind of cool.
That means you can have it almost immediately.
Yeah, exactly. Because in the past, what has happened is you turned in your points and you ordered these cards, and you had to wait anywhere between 3 to sometimes 6 weeks before you'd actually see those credit cards in the mail.
Right.
Or not credit cards, but those gift cards in the mail.
Right. And we got into a bind a couple times worrying about that, because when something came up that was like almost an emergency and we were needing that gas money to get to our destination, we were like, oh, what if it doesn't come? What if it doesn't come? And this is so much more convenient.
It is so much more convenient. And they also provide all different kinds of places. For instance, you can get gift cards to Lowe's. You can get which makes for really good gifts. Restaurants such as like Red Lobster.
Right.
You can get Red Robin gift cards. Yum. I mean, the list goes on at the many benefits that those points have given me and you in the past. Now, the other point system I use, which is Wyndham. Now, a long time ago, I don't know if you remember this, when we first recorded the first time we started talking on this podcast about reward programs at hotels, we did talk about Wyndham, and one of the things I found fascinating about Wyndham at that time, you could also use your points towards all kinds of stuff. I mean, I was looking on the rewards program, and you could buy a refrigerator with their points. Remember that? And lawn equipment.
And which one was it you could rent the car with?
That was also Wyndham.
And that changed.
Yeah, it did. Choice, you can do that too, and they're very specific. You can have Avis with Choice. I think Enterprise also is available through Choice. Don't mark my words on that. But Wyndham also, you can use the points to go towards rental cars as well. They give you vouchers. Now with Wyndham, one of the things you're going to find out, you can't really use them for gift cards like you can do with Choice. But with Wyndham, it really is focused on just the hotels that you can stay at, and also getting them. You can also use them for airline miles, and you can also use them for.
That was my next
hotels.
question. If you could use them for airline miles, can you do that on Choice?
You can do that with Choice as well. But
very cool.
In this particular episode, we're not going to talk about airplanes because I've never used them.
Right. But you can on both of those cards,
right.
So that's interesting.
Now, at one time, I don't know, I haven't looked at it in a while, with Choice, just a side note, remember how I was looking, it's like, well, I want us to go on a cruise. You can actually use turning your points on Choice to go towards a cruise, and it cost me like 150,000 points.
Yeah, it would really eat our points up.
Yeah, per person, per day that you were going to be on the trip, I mean, it was insane.
Well, and what we decided to do, like with our cruise we're getting ready to go on in a couple of months, is we're paying for our cruise. But we need a hotel the night before.
Right.
And we're going to also use it for gas.
Right.
And possibly an extra hotel stay if we get to go to Waco.
Go to Magnolia Farms.
I want to go to Silos so bad.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. What's so funny is I found out it was only 8 hours from here.
#fixer-upper.
But what value does those programs put on their points? What can you do with them? How versatile are they?
Yeah, no,
is a thing that you need to really think about when you choose one.
That's exactly right. Now, to introduce a little levity to the podcast, we again bring to you words of wisdom from You Know You've Reached Middle Age If.
When celebrities younger than you die, you conclude they were alcoholics, drug addicts, or ate really rich foods.
Yes.
Really. That's too rich for me. I can't eat that. We've been doing that lately.
Yeah, and it's been miserable. I decided that I got to get off the rich foods again.
That is my problem. It's like, okay, that does not...
I want you to talk about Wyndham hotel points used comparatively with how it works with Choice.
Okay, that's good. Now, whenever I use points or I look for hotels in the Choice Hotels branding, if you will, or under their umbrella, if you will, the choices that Choice Hotels and Choice Hotels.
Those are Choice.
Those are Choice. Okay, for instance, when we went and did like the Ascend Hotel at the Sea Glass Towers in Myrtle Beach.
Yes.
It cost me, depending on the time of year, it would range you anywhere between 20 to 35,000 points per night.
Right.
And then the
But it was a very, very, very nice place.
It was really nice. It was a condo. It was a condo. Then you also have like the Sleep Inn, which is basically it's kind of a low end hotel, but it was
exactly
on the beach.
What we wanted, on the beach. Safe and clean. That's all we cared about.
The room was really, really cramped. But the problem with that is I spent my points on it so quickly on that. I mean, they burnt up. They were like a flash in the pan. 35,000 points per night for 5 nights. That adds up pretty quick.
Yes, it does.
So you have to add up. I mean, it really is crazy how many points they are.
And it comes down to location again, like we talked for that one. The reason it's so high is not because it was a fancy hotel, but because it's on the beach.
It is on the beach. Now, the one that we had in Colorado, that only cost me, I think it was $16,000 a night.
Yeah, it was incredible.
And it had a really nice view.
It did. It was so beautiful. We
everywhere.
could see the several mountains, but one of them we could see from the parking lot at least.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure from our room. I can't think.
You
But
could see Pikes Peak. Yeah.
So that was very cool.
So, and it was clean, and we felt safe.
Mom and Charlie even liked it a lot.
They loved it too. They were very excited to have that hotel. So, what's so nice about the Wyndham Rewards program? All of their hotels, straight across the board. You want to know the difference between Choice and Wyndham? 15,000 points.
That's right. It doesn't matter if you're on the beach. It doesn't matter if you're in the mountains. It doesn't matter if you're in Cincinnati.
No.
15,000? Period.
That nice resort that we stayed at in Okaloosa Island, just outside of Fort Walton.
I loved it.
Oh my goodness, that was nice. And it was only 15,000 points. The problem that I have with Wyndham is one, they don't have a lot of options for gift cards. That's what's problem number one.
Well, and the other problem you had was that you had trouble building up your points.
That is a slow. And on top of that, and just between you and me, nobody's listening out there, just turn your phone off. Some of their properties are really not that nice when it comes to the economical ones. I mean,
right. If you're looking for more than safe and clean, then you might be disappointed. I'm not being funny. I'm serious.
I'm not saying that these hotels are like unsafe or unclean.
Some people are looking for a more luxurious stay, though.
I'm not saying that Choice doesn't have those hotels as well.
Right.
I prefer the Choice hotel hotels. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
they pamper us.
They really do.
When we went to Colorado, I swear that staff, there wasn't one person on that staff that wasn't awesome. I really appreciated them, and they treated us like they enjoyed us being there.
I know, right?
I said this when we went to Biloxi, and I'll say it again. Oh no, it wasn't Biloxi. It was Hot Springs.
Oh, Hot Springs. Yeah, that's a good example right there.
You go to some of these places, and they're nice, and you think as soon as they realize that I'm a points person, they're going to be like, oh yeah, okay, here's your stuff to your room, see ya, and not talk to you anymore because they've got better things to do.
Yeah, we got people who are really spending money.
But every time 90% of the time. I'll say that.
Yeah.
We get treated great.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, what I like about the choice is I'll walk in and I'll say, yeah, I'll give my name. Have you reserved a room? Yes. Oh, Mr. Williams, thank you so much for being a choice member. Thank you so much for being a diamond member. We really appreciate your stay. And then they go, would you like 200 extra points for your stay tonight? You bet your sweet bippy. And I think we covered that pretty good.
Right. Basically, Wyndham is not versatile.
It's not really versatile. It's okay.
But it's a good deal.
It is a really good deal. I don't think you could say it any better because 15,000 points, and you and I were just now sitting here talking about it, going like, there's some really nice hotels on the Wyndham side, on the upscale versions of it.
Yeah, if we hurry up and get this podcast done, I'd like to go in and look at some pictures of a couple of them.
Okay, we can do that. So number 4.
The benefits that come with earning elite status. What value does it add?
Like for me, because I use choice privileges, I get free upgrades because I'm a diamond member. You also, in some places, you get free drinks if the place has a bar or there's a bar next door or something like that. Sometimes, and it doesn't mean necessarily alcohol. It could be any kind of
right.
Drink
it could be a soda or tea or something like that.
In fact, every time I come to a hotel. And they say, do you want 200 points or do you want our gift package, which consists of like a bottled water or your choice of soda, some cookies and stuff like that. It's kind of chintzy, I think. But anyway,
you might as well take the points, man.
I take them every time. Just word to the wise, just take the points. And you know what? The person behind the counter goes like, I would too. So, you get like, sometimes you get complimentary Wi-Fi. You get, sometimes you get discounts at other places like that are associated with that hotel. They're like next door.
Oh, like different restaurants or even gift shops.
Gift shops. And then also on top of that, you can get discounts on your room if you're like going out and you're planning a vacation and you reserve a hotel room because of the fact that you are a certain level of status. Like for instance, I'm a diamond member. You get so many points off of your stay per night.
Well, that's pretty cool.
So, you get free concierge. Concierge?
Concierge.
Concierge. Do I say, is that very French?
It's not concierge.
Concierge. But, there's so many. Now, Wyndham, they do provide some similar sort of free upgrades, things like that. But, I think Choice really has cornered the market. As far as I'm concerned, they've done really well. Now, I know that, there's other reward programs or other hotels. Every hotel varies in all kinds of shapes and fashions of how they actually reward their clientele.
Right.
How does earning those rewards, what are the benefits? Like for every tier, do you get a discount? Do you get extra points for your stay that night? The list goes on and on. You just have to visit those rewards program websites and see for yourself what actually benefits you the most.
So it's the same thing that we keep talking about. Research.
It really does. Cause, okay, Wyndham, what they do, if you're a diamond member, usually you're staying more than 40 nights a week, or 40 nights a week. You're usually staying per year 40 nights.
Oh, you're kicking that butt.
I do well over 40 nights a year. So that's how I gained and maintained my, diamond status. Thank you. Wyndham has a different level. Don't be looking at me like that. Wyndham has a completely different level, of course. And let me see. Let me go through the list again. Number 1, does the program have properties in the cities you wish to visit the most? And what sort of amenities are you looking for? Luxury or economical? Basically, what is it that you feel like, okay, for instance, the reason why you want to make the distinction between luxury and economical is based upon your budget because if you're a person who's on a strict budget, you're not going to be the kind of person who's going to spend money on a luxury hotel. If your goal is a luxury hotel, it's going to take you longer to get the points in order to go to that luxury hotel.
Whether it's points or cash, you're going to save for that.
Yeah, exactly. So you just kind of have to feel it and see, okay, how many years down the road is it that I want to make sure that that's my goal? I want to take my family to a Disney vacation, and there's a hotel just outside of Disney that takes my points. That's number 1.
And the second one is how quickly can you earn rewards?
Right. So what kind of things does this program offer you in order to accumulate points? Okay, number 3.
How valuable are those rewards? How many points does it require to earn a free night? Are the points versatile?
Yes. Are they versatile? What can you do with your points? Is it just a hotel night, or can you get gift cards? Okay, number 4.
The benefits that come with earning elite status. What value does it add?
Exactly. What kind of benefits are you going to be doing? How does this rewards program treat their clientele?
The soft way to say it is, what are the perks?
Yeah, give me the perks. Yeah. It's like, okay, I like this because they treat me like this and they provide me this because I'm a person who stays at their hotels. I'm thinking that this right there covers a lot of ground just for 2 hotels or 2 rewards programs, that is. So what do you think?
I think we gave them a lot of good information.
Yeah, so I'm going to make sure that all this information, all the points that I listed out here below, is also in the description, so feel free to just look over it yourself. I will also provide a link to thepointsguy.com. You can look at it. Now, he's not the only one. He's not the authority, and he doesn't go just points. He actually has a lot of articles he's written on, like, vacation things and stuff. I mean, he covers a lot of ground in vacation. It's not just points. But there are websites out there who actually do a lot of cross comparison of different rewards programs. So be sure to look at those, look at the details, make a list of what it is. In fact, I even recommend that you start off and you write off, okay, this is the kind of things that I'm wanting to do in my vacation. This is the kind of hotel. These are the kind of perks I'm looking. This is my budget.
This is the location I want.
This is very good. This is a location I want. So start off there and then just have a ball, you know? So, hey, you know what? Our last episode about Silver City, we reported the fact that the Lost River of the Ozarks was
closed. They were tearing it out.
Yeah, and we also asked people out there on Facebook to give us their memory of the Lost River of the Ozarks, right? I keep wanting to say the flooded mine, but I know that's not it.
No, and I know, like you and I have talked about, I remember waiting in hot lines and just about dying and thinking, why am I waiting in this hot line? And then you have a great time on the ride. But anyway, Go ahead.
I remember being really nervous getting onto it because, one, I have a problem with getting wet. But it was always so fun.
Yeah.
It always was. Sarah Dingledine, she was kind enough to get onto Facebook and actually giving us her favorite memory of the Lost River of the Ozarks. She said, I remember as a kid the long lines. At one point, they had a play area with the rocky area outside and a soda machine. But that was one ride that we'd all ride, my parents, my sister, and myself.
You know, that's so true. I remember that where there were several of us that wouldn't ride the plunge, or we wouldn't ride the bigger roller coaster type stuff all these years. We would always ride that.
Always.
Look at us with the Grief. Same thing.
Yeah.
We all rode that ride.
Yeah. I loved that ride. And the only disappointing one is when you had to split people up in order to get on there.
I'm hoping they're putting a bigger, better one in there and that they're going to have bigger tubes so that we could fit us all on them.
Bigger tubes.
Listen. That's just not very nice.
I'll go up there and got bigger tubes.
I'm going to start talking like Ernest T. Bass.
It's Ernest T. Bass.
He told me not to throw rocks, but he didn't say nothing about bricks.
Once again, we've done an excellent episode. This is the best episode ever.
Always the best episode ever.
Always the best episode. Thank you so much for listening to episode number 76.
The one about 4 ways to get free hotel stays.
Two Tenderfoot Tourists is a weekly family-friendly podcast. If you like Two Tenderfoot Tourists, be sure to subscribe on Apple, Google Play, Stitcher, and Spotify. To get in touch with us and chat about this podcast or even your travel experiences, simply email us at tenderfoottourist@gmail.com. And then you can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Keep those suggestions coming, and maybe you'll give us our best episode of 2019. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Sandy.
Until next time,
stay tender.